Y'all already know the vibes, man. What is good, everybody? I'm sure you guys can see I'm not in the same space that I normally am when I record my YouTube videos. That's because I am at the 100 Thieves Cash App compound, guys. And I really want to start recording here more for the time being for two reasons mainly. The first is it makes me feel more productive, right? Not being able to just stay in my room and record these videos. You know, getting out, going to the compound makes me feel like I'm accomplishing more. But more importantly, they just have better equipment here than I do at my bedroom at the house that I'm currently living at. And I want to put out the best possible content, the best possible quality that I can for you guys. Tell me if you guys can notice a difference in video and audio quality. If not, I guess I'll just go kick rocks, but I think it's a pretty big improvement. You're not gonna lie. Now, you guys have all been enjoying my rankings and my opinion videos, and I've been reading all the comments, and there were a couple good ones. You know, I try to make content that not only I enjoy, but you guys enjoy and what you guys want to see. And that's why I'm going to start my series on the top 5 Call of Duty players in each specific title. And we're starting with Black Ops 2. Coming in number 5, guys, I have none other than Parasite, the boy Hagu. You guys all know what he's about. Parasite did win Call of Duty Champs in Black Ops 2. He was one of the best assault rifle players in the game. In my opinion, the first part of Black Ops 2, up until COD Champs, I would say he was the best AR player in the game, the best anchor player in the game. Like I said, his team did win. He ended up having a ridiculous, like a 1.29 KD at Champs. He made just under, I think, $115,000 earnings. Obviously, the prize pool back then in Black Ops 2 was a lot different than it is now, okay? You didn't make nearly as much dough. But he went on a crazy run in the beginning of the game with his team. I have something in my eye, Jesus. Freako Impact, where I think they won like the first 3 events or 4 events, something like that, something around along those lines. I'm not sure, but he was just he was a great player. I mean, every time I watched him, he just seemed like he was always one step ahead of the opponent. And then I know later in the year, once Impact kind of broke up, he ended up winning another event with, I believe it was like Embos, Ricky, and Nameless, maybe, I believe, or I know it was Embos and Nameless. They end up beating Complexity, whoever, you guys all know Complexity. They ran Black Ops 2 at their COD Champs. But so I think it's well deserved that he's got the number 5 spot. I wish I could put him a little bit higher, but I can't. You know, he had a great start. He was an unbelievable player, but he wasn't as consistent as the players on this list above him, in my opinion. Coming in at number 4, guys, I hate to put this motherfucker on the list, PattyP, aka Aches. Now don't get it twisted, he does owe me 50K for costing me at the Advanced Warfare COD Champs, but game respect game. I gotta put him on, you know, he's obviously a top 5 Black Ops 2 player. It's definitely his best Call of Duty title, in my opinion. He had an unbelievable Champs, even though they only got 4th place. He had a 1.13 KD. You know, he's a very versatile player. He could run the AR, the sub. In my opinion, I thought he was a better sub player with that MSMC. Super aggressive, aggro player. You know, great leader. Toxic as a mother, but great leader. Great understanding of the game. Super versatile. Had a bunch of intangibles. And I think it's well deserved. He obviously was a part of Complexity after COD Champs. They basically ran the rest of Black Ops 2, and he was one of the main reasons why. You know, he was that aggressive in your face player, which is kind of weird to say because nowadays PattyP I don't even know if he's still playing, but he's a slow bro, he was not aggressive. But in Black Ops 2, I'll be watching him like, yo, he is everywhere on the map. Like, he's doing it all. Not so much anymore. Just kidding, Pat. If you do end up watching this video, I'm sorry, I love you, but please give me my 50,000 that you owe me. So I think it's well deserved that he gets the number 4 spot. Pat probably thinks he should be about 3 spots higher on the list, but I just don't know if I can put him past the rest of the players. Coming at number 3 is none other than the Ponytail Bandit, aka Clayster. Now, Clay was actually the first player who I watched in Black Ops 2. I watched him at the first event when he had the ponytail. He was teaming with Slacked, Huddle, Spacely on, I think it was Unite. I was like, yo, this guy looks like a straight bummy. And he's frying. He unfortunately didn't do well at COD Champs in Black Ops 2 because his teammates weren't old enough, so he had to get a pickup squad after they got, I believe, second at the first event, I believe. And he just was electrifying. As much as it pains me to say, watching him with the foul, you know, just watching him make these highlight flashy ass plays, it got me to fall in love with COD, with, you know, with the future of Call of Duty. I wanted to see more of it. He ended up joining Complexity after COD Champs. Like I said previously with Aches, they ended up just running the rest of it. And I think he was honestly the best AR player, the best anchor in the game. You know, with his role, he might not have been as in the mix as some of the other players on his team, but it always just seemed like he clutched up when he needed to. He always won those kills on rotations, won those kills to hold spawns. And I mean, his performance doesn't lie. You know, I wish I could actually see all the stats, but I can't. But I know for a fact he had an unbelievable year, and that's why I'm giving him the number 3 spot on my list. Moving on to number 2, everybody, the boy I Squared, aka Krimsix. Now, to give you guys a little bit of a context, I first found out about Krim when he switched over to Halo Reach from Call of Duty. Okay, I didn't really know much about Call of Duty before. From what I heard, though, is he was like some sort of online joke that lived in Seattle, Washington. He moved over to Halo, and I used to body him. Okay, boy was light work in Halo Reach, and kind of a little toxic asshole, you know, like not a lot of people liked him, but he had this mentality, this hunger to be the best. And I respected that. I did, because he came from COD, because back then Halo players were regarded at a very high level compared to COD players. You know, Halo pros didn't give COD players respect. So he came in the scene and he had this drive and he had this hunger, right? And this mentality of trying to be the best. Unfortunately, he wasn't the best, okay? But I always respected it. And then I heard that he went back to Call of Duty for Black Ops 2, and I end up watching, and he's just like dominating everyone. I'm just my moment like, yo, is this the same Krimsix? Like, you was ass, baby. How are you this good at COD? Like, I gotta make the switch. Now he's obviously the GOAT, and you know, he's been an unbelievable player for years since Black Ops 2. But I got to put him at number 2. That was his real breakout year in Call of Duty. He had an unbelievable COD Champs. Even though Complexity did get 4th, Krim ended the tournament with a 1.31 KD. From what I can remember from watching him on all the events that I did, he basically could do anything. You know, he could run any role at the highest level. I mean, shit, he did run basically every role. It seemed like he was just kind of doing whatever he wanted to. You know, he's unbelievably talented, unbelievably gifted, especially in that game. It just looked like he would just take over with the snap of his fingers like that. You know, that was kind of the emergence of the Krimbot, I guess you could say. And he was something special in Black Ops 2 to watch. Very electrifying, you know, unbelievable highlight plays, unbelievable clutch player. You know, he just made the game look a lot easier than it actually was. Last but most certainly not least, at number 1, I have 3 rings, the GOAT, Damon Barlow, Karma, whatever you want to call him. You guys probably all could have guessed that Karma was going to be number 1. Karma was probably number 1 for all of you as well. But Karma just looked like he was playing a different game to me. Like, he did. He was on for Eco Impact. They did win COD Champs that year. You know, it wasn't at the end of the year, so it was a little different. I wish it would have been. I never liked when Call of Duty Champs was like in the middle or like not even halfway. But he had a hell of an event at COD Champs with a 1.3 KD. And, you know, he, like I said, they had the Impact team had the 3-peat, I believe it was, going up into that. But more importantly, just watching him, like, Karma's always had this very unique play style, and no one has ever to this day kind of replicated it. I don't think anyone can. but it just didn't even look like he was ever really trying. It didn't look like he was ever really having any sort of structure either. He was just kind of completely unorthodox on how he went about things. But damn, did it seem like he just took over every single game. And not a shot at his teammates, especially on Impact. You know, Killa, Miracles, Parasite, all great players themselves. But there were so many times watching, it just looked like Karma was a one-man army, where he literally just did whatever he wanted to do on the map, and he would drop bombs. Like, his takeover potential in that game was damn near 100%. He was fantastic at every game mode. He could run any gun. He damn near did run whatever he wanted to. Like, he's always been like that with Karma. You're just like, yeah, sure, go run, get kills, you know, be impactful in whatever way you want to do. But yeah, dude, he was something special. He was something special. I think you guys will probably all agree that Karma was the best Black Ops 2 player. Maybe not. Maybe some of you, have Krim. But that's my top 5, guys. I want to know in the comment section below if you agree, if you think I'm absolutely faded in the head. I don't know. I don't know, but I want to know. So let me know. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. As always, man, I appreciate y'all. Until next time, Kid is out. Also, before I see any comments of this with me with no mask, guys, I do have a mask. It's right here. I got my COVID testing done, as well as everyone else who does come into the compound, which isn't many people. I think I maybe saw 2 people here today while I was here. I just don't have the mask on while I am recording in the studio, but I do have it every other time. If I am out in the kitchen or I go to the bathroom or whatnot, everyone is practicing, just being safe, staying at least 6 feet away, doing all that to making sure we don't, get the virus and we don't try and spread it unwillingly. So I know there's going to be some trolls in there talking about, oh, you went to the compound, you don't got no mask. No, I do have the mask. I did get tested. I'm negative. We're good. And I'm going to keep staying safe. Okay. That's why I had to make that. I didn't do this in the beginning, but I remember.